Far away.
Welcome to ATB TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morgani on this pleasant Thursday afternoon. There's a lot to talk about. A little bit in racing, a lot of the AFL.
Dan Murphy's studio too, Darren.
Yeah, I've already been in there and spent me 500, Pete.
Oh, right, 500. Jeez.
500 cost
You're
me.
having a good grand final after
Hey,
that.
filled the boot up.
Beautiful. I'll be in there next.
You're going next? Yeah, a lot to get through this week on racing, football. We want to touch on...
Loyalty. Bit of loyalty still there. I couldn't find my scarf.
I know, he wouldn't bring his scarf.
You wanted to cut it up.
I was bringing scissors and he said no scarf, so I left for the scissors, and had I known he was going to wear the Carlton top, I still would have bought the scissors.
Kid's birthday present. You can't be cutting that up.
Cut it up, throw it in the bin. Anyway,
Yeah,
they were
well done.
gallant, the Blues. They were gallant.
Yeah, I must admit, I didn't know what to think of quarter time.
Wow.
I did say to Beck, this is going to come to a screaming halt, so I could see it, but it's going to be feeling worse because we're in front. Anyway, Brisbane dominated second and third quarters, but they did fight it out and actually had a chance to get back inside 2 goals. But too good, Brisbane, too good. Very much in form, that team.
Hard to beat anywhere.
Will be.
We'll talk about that a bit later.
We will.
Righto, last week's runners.
Yes.
Where do we go?
Righto, we had them across the weekend, starting with Saturday, retirement village for southern France, unfortunately, given every chance. I don't know.
Just can't do it.
Yeah, it's just don't want to do it.
Yeah, I just think, look, I know that they were ropeable about the ride.
Yeah.
Instructions were 3 pairs back outside. Not from the last horse, but from the leading horse, so he was last. Just disobeyed total instructions, gave the horse no hope, and then when he couldn't win at the 300, he pulled him up.
Don't know.
Disappointing for the owners,
Yeah.
but the decision's been made to move him on.
Yep.
So that journey comes to an end.
Always think back to that zipping classic.
That was the day we saw the real Southern France.
I mean, that's the ability the horse had. I
Yeah.
know I'd been a few, water under the bridge since, but yeah, that was the true. That was why he was brought over
He
here.
was an exciting horse in his day.
He carved out huge sectionals that day to get home and win. But
Anyway, it's all over.
Yep. Sunday, Crackerjack Prince. I stood up at the 200 thinking...
Just going to win this.
Well,
the jockey thought the same.
Well, he hadn't got to him at that stage, and then, just whacked away. Was he beat 3?
Yeah. 3.2.
Bit of form in front of him, like in terms of a couple of nice horses. But when you get to this 78 level, unless you're progressive, you'll hover there. You'll get your win every now and then.
Yeah. I think that's where we are. We're a 70 to 78 horse.
Well, 78 spring and 78 summer is different too, isn't it?
4 lengths different.
Yeah.
So I think what you'll find is the winner was close up in the Derby. It's been gelded.
Yeah.
It's obviously going well. It's going to end up a 90 horse.
Yep.
The second horse won its last start in Longchamp. It's just going through the grades. They think it'll win a Group 1.
Yeah.
And they backed it off the map Sunday. Unfortunately, it pulled in the middle.
Yep.
And it still ran away from us. So it's obviously a horse to follow. I have black booked it, Pete.
Black book.
I heard they think it'll just be winning everything. And we were just left standing. So, look, that's where we are at this time of year. So we had a couple of options. We could go back in 5 weeks. He's probably only got a 200 metre sprint.
Yeah.
So Flemington, Sandown don't suit. The Valley's the option.
Isn't it funny? Where he looks like a big track horse, doesn't he?
He does, but he's not.
No.
So look, we had a number of options. It was either put him out now and bring him back over the weaker summer months, but Archie's just a bit worried about the tracks being too hard and being too hot, and it's going to be a hot summer.
Yep.
Or we go back to the Valley on Cox Plate Day, but I think we'll get the same result.
Yep.
Or we sneak off to a couple of country cups. And it looks like we're sneaking off at this point to the Evoca Cup on Caulfield Cup Day, which, you know what, if you happen to win that, it's about 60 grand.
Yeah, with the Vobus conclusion. And
So you go to Flemington and you run 5th,
yeah.
and you pick up 5,
Yeah.
or you go to Evoca and you're a winning chance and you could get 50. And what a day that would be.
And if you talk about picturesque tracks and Caulfield Cup Day.
700 parks here, Pete.
Yeah.
These trucks just got to block our sponsors sign.
He wants to get his
He's going to spend more than 500 at Dan's.
But Avoca on Caulfield Cup Day.
It's a great day.
Oh, yeah.
I think the owners will love going up there. So, look, we're going to nom and we'll have a look. He'll probably get 59.
Yep.
But it's a benchmark race and he'll be even money, I reckon.
Yeah. Oh, well, can't think of the names of the horses, but I know the winners of the past 2 or 3 years are probably not at his level. Like.
I think Archie said the last 3 years they went through it. They said 2 years ago he started $1.05.
Yeah.
And last year he would have started about $1.80. So they've done the work.
Yeah, no, great race to go.
Anyway, good day out.
Cup on the mantelpiece. And, you can back up. There's probably 2 months of that type of race if you can just pick the right.
And if he runs no good, we'll put him in.
Yep.
So that's Cracker Jack Prince. He was every chance, good ride, Jordan Childs. He thought he was going to win on the bend, but he said the last 200 was very plain.
Yeah. Generally, it's not that he doesn't run that trip, it's just that those better horses run it out.
They ran away, mate.
Yeah.
They just ran away.
Yeah. Monday, we had Rock and Roll Diva first up. Look, she found a bit of interference. She never really got a chance to get into the race.
Can't take a trick with that horse.
No. And actually, the track, we were a bit worried. I think last week we spoke was a heavy 8, but it did get to a better level. There was a bit of conjecture of what the rating was, but certainly didn't affect her. It was the interference and what she copped in the race.
Your mate's horse?
Lindsay's.
Yeah.
He got us. And it was backed off the map.
He got us.
3 wide.
Spat us out the back, no hope.
Ran into us.
She got the line all right. She'll go to 1100. Hopefully she gets a run.
She can. And it's the right time of year for, we're talking about Avocas and those types. So
she's a winner race or 2 at best.
Daniel did so. We just need to find the weakest maiden we can.
Let's get her on the board.
Yesterday, you went up to Bendigo and we probably learnt a little bit more about Serious Statement.
Someone done their money there.
Yeah, she started short and kept. Every time
280.
they backed her, they backed the other, and she'd go out a bit, and then they kept backing her in.
And then a lot of money for the Freeman horse, which won easy.
Did win well, yeah. But
she did what she did. Well, she probably didn't do what she did last time. She just proved to us that she can't run that distance.
The rides have been perfect.
This family tricks you. It's complex. Serious Suspect, every time a rider got off him, you go, get him out to 14, get him out to 16. And this filly, we've fallen for the same trap, but look, at the end of the day, her best runs have been over 1200, where she's been back and she's been able to come with 1 run. She just, on pace, it just takes a finish away, and that's what Michael D said. Just freshen her up, drop her back, and let her sprint home. She's just not a filly that seems to be able to get out over the mile. So, look, it was disappointing. She has had, I think, 5 runs in 9 weeks.
Yep.
So she hasn't been missed. So going to freshen her up now and get her back to 1200. And if that doesn't work, she'll have to go out.
She's had that little hiccup in between as well.
She looked really good. Like her coat was finally through. She was in good order.
Yep.
Couldn't have been presented any better by Saab and his team. But the winner was never going to lose. And we were probably, in hindsight, didn't work out. But at least we know now, we all agree now, she can't run the trip. And she needs to go back and be freshened up to finish off.
Before the race, they were talking where does she get in the run, and they were saying, well, she needs to go forward with the way the pattern of the day was.
Unfortunately.
So, but you could tell at the 400 when he was starting to click her
before
up.
The corner, he was feeling for her.
When it was travelling, so... Yeah, I think back to those 2 Geelong runs where she was cold out the back and got home hard. So, all right. You'll need luck racing like that, but if you get the right tempo, we know the sprint she's got.
Yeah, well, if they can take off and she's out the back just cruising, if she can hit the line, she'll hit the line. But, yeah, she's no Serious Suspect.
No. So that's it. So we sort of are a bit...
Up and down
there, but...
now, Friday night.
Tomorrow night, we're going down to the stock stakes, where we've got Steinem, and we're just going to take out a few average mares. One really is Jewel.
So it's $1.30 and we're $34.
What were we? Was it 2-3 or 1-3 when we?
We finished third or in Perth.
And she won, didn't she?
Yeah, beating a length and a half.
Yeah,
we were beating a length and a half in Perth, but that was over 1800.
Was over a bit further.
So
probably a track that.
And maybe that horse has come on 20 lengths.
Still got to get around the valley.
Yeah, good horses seem to be able to do anything.
What's she drawn 10 at 10? What did we draw?
7, didn't we, or something? So, Johnny Allen.
Jay Allen back on.
He'll take it back to last, try and sneak up
Sort
the
of
fence, get blocked out.
It's hard to fathom how we got to give it half a kilo. Got to carry more weight than it.
Yeah, well, I think everyone's going there for second prize.
That'd be Johnny's
But you know, it's a horse race at the end of the day.
That'd be Johnny's wallet, that extra half kilo.
More than half a kilo. Yeah, look, I don't know what to expect really.
I suppose what we want to see is her just hitting the line as well as she can.
We just want to see Jay Allen ride it better than Mr. Party last week. I know he won, but Jesus. He must have been worried at the 100.
He said he got me out of trouble, I think.
Well, come on, Johnny, wake up. Don't have to take every horse back to last.
It wasn't a bad enough ride for Yendel to get back on.
I'll tell you what, we know. Really?
Johnny's got the ride.
Really?
Yes. Paul announced it during the week.
That's a bit rough.
How can I take him off? And he said all goes well.
So if he got beat ahead, what happens?
Oh, I don't
He's
know.
off.
I don't know.
He'd be off. He'd be dead.
Don't know.
The owners would murder him.
He
That's what you said off air.
he said if we happen to win that and we go to the Cox Plate, Dean's back on.
Because of the weight.
49 or 47.
Yeah.
What is it? Something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Look, I don't know. Mooney Valley, Steinem, I don't know.
She hasn't been there before, has she?
No, they didn't gallop her there Monday, which I thought was a bit odd.
Probably didn't want to expose
Probably
how well
slept
she
in,
goes
did it?
around.
Slept up.
Slept in.
Anyway, Jay Allen, Mooney Valley, Amelia's Dream, cross.
Well, can we run a place?
Well, she's one of the better horses in
Because
the
she
race.
had no opener first up run.
I wonder if anyone will scratch. I wonder if Amelia's Dream will have an elevated temperature or something. Something could happen.
Yeah, don't know. Oh, look, you just want to hit in the line because obviously there's some nice grand final. Say grand final. There's some nice races over a mile.
We're looking at the Empire race,
Yeah,
but I think he's talking about taking Amelia's Dream there now.
Yeah, right.
Can't he just go to the Everest or go, I don't know, to the Golden Eagle or something and get out of our races? We're supposed to be mares grade because it's easier.
See what happens tomorrow night. You going down?
Yeah, I'll be there.
It's late too, the race, isn't it?
I'll be asleep. 9:15, mate. Jeez.
Anyway.
I won't get home to midnight.
Well, they've got a free with the footy Saturday, no footy Friday. They're racing sort of free block of space. It's a good programming this meeting, isn't it, on the Friday night?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
I reckon from the couch it's great.
Yeah, good luck. Anyway, look, Steinem, we're just looking for an improved run to say that we're on track for the prep.
Yep.
The good filly probably just wins, but if something goes wrong, if someone can lasso it from the outside fence in the crowd or something, that's our only hope.
Just Quinella up. Get the Quinella and just hope we can run second. Not
480 to place,
Yep.
Steinem.
The other race, good race there.
He tipped a winner last week, your
Yeah.
little sneaky trial winner.
Got out to $8.50. I went early, got the $6.50 thinking of burst. You beauty. Jumped the front, never looked like losing.
Everyone on ATB TV obviously didn't back it.
Well, no, I got a couple of texts. Well done.
Well, I actually took it in a multi,
Yeah. And
then
what was
Cracker
the
Jack Prince killed me.
No, I just went. I'd had the bet on before the.
You just went up. You
Well,
just
before
put the-
Cracker Jack Prince.
You had the
race
100
was
straight out.
No, not quite, nearly.
Whoa, look out.
What was it? Yeah, everyone jumped the front, and then
Now
you
look-
love hearing it after. Harry Coffey got off, and they said, "Oh, did you trial?" Yeah, I was on that at stall, and
Oh, that's right.
what did Tony McAvoy say when he lead you on? He said, "Enjoy the ride."
Well,
It never looked like losing.
I took it in a multi, and then I took the thing we bred that won up at,
Oh yeah.
where was that? Chitura or somewhere?
Yeah.
Paradise City for Peter Moody.
Yep.
It won in a jog
I
counter.
didn't know that.
All up, Cracker
Cracker
Jack
Jack Prince.
to run a place, if you don't mind.
Oh.
On the bend, I thought, well, I'm home here.
That would have worked out to be a nice little divvy, but anyway, not that.
When I checked me bet slip, I had to go to the loser button.
They didn't give you a consolation prize or anything. They're
Not even a bonus bet.
They're not good at that, are they?
Nah. Anyway, that's
Anyway.
punting, but look,
Yeah, so Steinem.
Steinem.
Just hope she runs.
yeah, we just want to see her run nice and tell us she's on track for the prep, and we can look forward to some of these. I assume she's going to go around Caulfield Cup Day, and then she'll go to the Empire Rose.
Yep.
And then depending on what happens there, if she won that, well, she might go out, or if she gets beat, she'll probably go back to Perth,
Yeah, well,
Ferguson Town,
she ran well over there.
over Ferguson
Fergie.
Town.
The Moyes are not good race.
Who's in?
Asphora, that Imperative, the one.
Who's that bloke riding it? Mitch Aiken, never heard of him.
Yeah, he was an hour out this morning.
Yeah,
Mitch,
one of your mates.
one of my mates.
What's favourite?
Imperative, $1.80.
Geez, on its last run.
Yeah, S4 goes good. And what's the other one? The top one goes good too. Rothfire. But yeah, Imperative got
Good race.
blew him away. Giga kick. Just didn't.
Injured.
Craig Williams blew the motor out in it, didn't he? They're all blaming him now. Yeah, like, how can
Well,
you-
it wasn't lame after the race, so how's that work?
That's right. 3 days later they picked it up.
Yeah, of course they did.
These trainers.
Of course they did.
These trainers are quick to bloody-
Someone's got to be. It can't be the trainer's
Trainers are
fault.
never accountable.
It's never their fault.
Never their fault.
No.
Why?
It's either the track, the jockey.
Yeah. It's not that you said that they're 3/4 fit.
I reckon that being
Or-
a trainer is a good grounding for your next stage of your career.
What's that?
Politician.
Oh, speaking of that,
Yes.
Dan Murphy's.
Your uncle's gone.
Dan-
Uncle Dan?
Uncle Dad's
Gone.
So only the good dad left now.
Oh dear.
so
I wonder if Dan Murphy, was he actually a person?
have to be, wouldn't it?
Do you reckon he's still alive?
Obviously, green.
Have to Google
Irish
it.
man.
Have to Google it.
Don't know.
All right,
He'd
now
be
back to
rich.
business.
He'd be rich.
Back to business.
Righto, we're business, real business. So we've only got Snyder, so we're really just got.
That's all we know about at this early
No
stage.
best bets.
Mandino could pop up somewhere.
Yeah, later next week maybe.
Lady Titicaca's not far away.
Yeah, and Hasseltoft's going to trial shortly, and something else, Tubo Short.
Yep.
So that, I reckon, within the next month, or as we get into October, we'll talk about them.
Yep. So Steinham's are only run
Yep.
at this stage.
I've got no tips. This
And
week.
we're waiting for Detonator Jack next week.
Tips are the footy tips.
Now,
Oh, Detonator Jack, that's right.
the Brownlow.
Yeah, good result.
You happy?
Yeah. That's the way it rolls. The bloke who votes in the most games generally wins.
Well, I
And if you play more games than most,
I got the first 4.
best opportunity. Yeah, well,
Didn't put it on, but I paid $200. I said to a bloke, Lockie Neal's me smoky
Yep.
outside of Zach Butters, and he goes, he can't win. He wasn't in the All Australian side. So that shows you what he knows.
well, he's one of 4 that have won the Brownlow and never been in the All-Australian team, so it can be done.
And you were pretty happy that no black and white player won it.
Who said that?
You. You were glad Dacos didn't win, didn't you?
I never said that at all.
Yeah, you did.
He was actually leading the last round.
Yeah, bad luck, isn't it?
Happens. He just needed to play 3 more games.
Opportunity lost.
Just needed to play
Shouldn't have
3
got injured.
Soft.
If he went in for the ball, he wouldn't have got injured.
Soft, you said.
He's a receiver. Hey?
Oh,
Anyway.
he might get a premiership.
They're all sick on. Now listen,
He might get a premiership medal and a Norm Smith. That'd be more.
even though Lockie Neal only got 7 kicks in that
13
game,
13 handballs.
he's obviously fair. It's the best and fairest, you Collingwood supporters.
Well, actually,
fairest.
It's fairest first.
Fairest. Now, obviously, the blokes that don't poll are not fair,
That-
or they get beat. They're not fair.
It's a good point.
It's not just best. You can't do it on stats.
Good point, because if a player,
Who's fair?
if a player calls you a rotten orange mongrel, I'm not sure he'd be at the top of the list when it comes to getting a vote.
There was a champion footballer that was quoted this week who said, "I've never really polled well because I abuse the umpires every day."
Yeah. So it is a point. It is fairest and best.
So that's why Lockie Neal won, because he's a nice guy and he can get the ball.
And Nick Dacos is a thug.
Well, he's a receiver.
I'm out of this conversation. I did feel sorry for one player who over about 8 years has been so consistent.
Bontempelli?
And Neil has been too. Bontempelli?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not one for Petrarca. He's a good player.
Overrated.
No, look, any
right.
of those ones that finish 1 to 5.
Now we've got to talk about the grand final.
Yes. Two best teams have
Who's
got
your
there.
tip?
2 best teams have made it.
Your best tip?
Collingwood with the best home and away team generally over across the 24 weeks.
Yep.
Last month, bit in and out. The 2 finals wins so-so.
Shouldn't have won.
Could have quite easily lost both.
GW
But
should have beaten. You said.
they do have a ticker, Collingwood. I'll give them that. They do grind out wins.
I think their best footy's behind them.
If I like,
Come on, tell me what you said off air.
I've always. Jesus, I always look at the last 6 weeks, because if you go back over the years and have a look at the last 6 weeks, the team that comes in without too many hiccups and really good strong form generally win the grand final.
And no injuries.
No injuries and good strong form.
Who's that?
And to me, of the 2, it's Brisbane.
Easily, you said.
I didn't say.
You said a blowout. They were your words.
Well, they flogged Port Adelaide, who were a bit incapacitated, I admit.
When was the
and
last
Carlton
time Collingwood beat Brisbane?
Haven't for the last 6.
6 games.
Yep.
So that'd be 3 years.
None of those games have been on the MCG, which probably favours Collingwood. In saying that, there's only going to be 20,000 of each team potentially there, or 17,000.
So no crowd influence.
So no 90,000.
So out of the 100,000 there,
Yep.
if there's 20,000 Collingwood supporters, 20,000 Brisbane,
Yep.
and then what's that mean? 60,000
AFL members.
So they'll all be
members.
they'll all vote for Brisbane because they all hate Collingwood.
Oh, they've been the
So
odd
there'll be
Collingwood.
80,000 voting for Brisbane.
I reckon of that 60, I reckon 20,000 would have been scalped to Collingwood supporters. Somehow there'll be 40 or 50,000 Collingwood supporters there. Don't you worry.
No, they won't.
Hey?
No.
Scalping done
The
that?
crowd will be for Brisbane. And I agree with you.
The weather?
33 points.
No, I'm 10 points.
10? Why is everyone so soft? I think it'll be one side.
You reckon?
All those injuries they got. And they're playing blokes that aren't fit.
I'll tell you
Plus
the-
their forward line's suspect.
Yeah, McStay is a big out.
Yeah.
And Adams is there.
They won't be sleeping the next 2 nights, their supporters. They know they're going to
Taylor
lose.
Adams is sort of like a bit of a spiritual leader there.
Give me a spell. None of them go to church. What's a spiritual
I'm
leader? I thought Pendlebury...
He's a grunt, the grunt.
Wasn't Pendlebury supposed to be the spiritual leader?
He doesn't. He's not a churchgoer. Adams is. No, Adams is that grunt player you need in a grand final.
All right, I'm saying Brisbane,
And McStay,
Brisbane by 30.
I'm 10.
Right. So we're both going Brisbane because Collingwood can't kick 12 goals. So
Well, they've only
probably
kicked 8 and 9 of the 2 finals.
They just can't
need
score.
to kick 12.
Brisbane are more dynamic up forward.
Midfield's exact good. Collingwood may even have a better defence, but Brisbane have got a better forward set up.
And do you think they should just take De Goey out in the first 5 minutes?
Well,
Just take
the
it out.
blokes that'll win it for Collingwood are De Goey, young Dacos, and probably more.
Hasn't
And
Dacos
the old heads, Sidebottom and Pendlebury, if they get enough of it.
Didn't you say that Dacos has gone missing in the finals? That young one, he hasn't done
He
nothing.
didn't play in the first one. So
He's done nothing. No, the other one.
Oh, no, well, yeah.
He's been disappointed,
Yeah.
you see.
But anyway, they can all have their days.
Well,
There won't be much in it.
so if Collingwood win, you're going to wear the jersey.
Who's what? No,
All right, well, we're looking
I
forward
might
to
grab a
Saturday.
Collingwood beanie.
And you're saying the weather's going to be a big factor because it's going to be 30 and
Well,
Brisbane work in hot weather.
I don't know about a big factor, but I reckon it'll be a factor.
The heat.
The heat.
So you wouldn't want to be running around. Yeah, how black absorbs heat. Hey? Wow.
What does maroon do?
Maroon reflects.
Reflection.
They might run out in the Footscray. What do they call them? Fitzroy colours.
I could just see all these Collingwood supporters.
Daniel Guthrie, Owen Kelly. It's all targeted towards you, blokes. Because you like to give it to us, so we're giving it to you.
It is. They're there though, Darren.
And
They're
it's
there.
fair. It's fair, isn't it?
It's,
Bag and Collingwood.
they're there. They've sort of got a.
Well, you said it before.
No, I did say
You
that.
said if Collingwood lose by 10, that would be more enjoyable for you than having a horse win the Grand National Hurdle.
No.
All right, enough of that.
Trying to rape me in here, guys.
You're sitting on the fence.
I've given a balance report.
Now,
Norm Smith medal.
yeah,
I'm just.
Lockie Neal.
All right,
He just wins everything.
Well, I reckon it's either De Goey, Collingwood, or I like, there's a bloke, and he played well last week, across the half-back line, Coleman. Kenny Coleman. Be about 26-30 to 1.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. No,
Just
thanks.
left field. No. Or Cameron, who kicked 8. Wouldn't that hurt? He kicked 8. He was going to Collingwood once.
He's a gun, isn't he?
Way back when.
Bloody dangerous. He only needs
Oh.
half. He doesn't even need
He
half
never
a
got a
chance.
kick against Carlton in the first half, and then all of a sudden he kicked 2 goals, 5, probably could have kicked 7. Very dangerous.
I think we'll know at the end of the first quarter.
Be a great game.
They'll be nervous.
Can't the pies. Can't the Lions.
All right, our tipping comp. So we're going to
Yes.
do ATB TV Wednesday next week
Yep.
in the afternoon, I hope.
Yeah.
Once the acceptances for the Caulfield... Is it Caulfield Cup acceptance coming out next week? Why am I saying that? No.
No,
It's a week after.
week
isn't it?
after.
We're a week ahead. I know.
So-
Scrub that. I'm a week ahead. So...
Is it?
No, I think it's 2 weeks. Middle
Yeah,
of
we're still
yeah.
in September.
So
Yes.
we're
yes.
just pumping this comp up.
Yep.
So what our plan is, the week acceptances will come out for the Caulfield Cup Wednesday morning. Tipping will close at 4 o'clock on that day of Wednesday
Yep.
or Thursday, maybe Thursday. And
Yeah,
then
we'll give him a day.
I've
Give him
given a
24
lot of thought to the prize.
Prize, yes.
So the prize is going to be a good prize.
2-tiered.
It is going to be 3-tiered now.
3-tiered.
So if you are a shareholder in an ATB horse,
Yep, major prize.
your prize will be larger than if you're just a fan.
Yep.
And then if you're a Collingwood supporter,
I was waiting for that.
it'll be a bag of spuds.
What if you're the premiership winner?
Bag of spuds if you're a Collingwood supporter.
Bag of spuds. Yeah, righto.
Well, they can boil them and they don't have to chew them.
I did laugh actually.
You told me?
On RSN while I was driving here. I was listening to Felgate. They were actually down at the Collingwood ground doing their.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
And some smart person goes, "Oh, there goes the mobile dentist van." What would that be down there?
Got no idea.
I did laugh.
Yes. Anyway, well, it's a big weekend of sport, so we're looking forward to.
And Centrelink payments have been pushed forward too, apparently. Because it's a holiday tomorrow.
It's getting bad, isn't it, guys? It's getting bad. Anyway, look, it's a lot to talk about. It's a lot of fun, the footy, and it's so tribal, and everyone's so passionate.
Oh,
Hey?
God,
Just
yeah.
watching the game last week, and where GUWS should have won, the look on the Collingwood supporters' faces, like it was like their life was over. You know, these Damien Kellys and Daniel Guthrie's and Owen Kellys, like they're all waiting to give it to us, Pete, but they're not going to say a word in case they get beat.
It's like
But if they win, we are going to be smashed.
No, there's no ATB for a month.
We'll have to get a new site. We'll have to be in secret.
There was another one they said, Michael Felgate, why aren't you doing this broadcast from inside your car? Because at least you'll know if you were doing it in your car to still be there when you went back to it. There was a lot of Collingwood jokes out there.
Well, I walked into a shop before and the bloke behind the counter had a Collingwood Guernsey on. I said, you won't be wearing that next week, mate.
Hey, we might.
That probably just cost me an extra $50 on that order.
Do you reckon we'd be allowed into the Meredith pub if Collingwood lose next week?
No.
Wouldn't
be safe.
Would it be safe going there if they won?
I wouldn't want to. Wouldn't be safe.
We can invite the Guthries in and they can have their say. It's like, that need to be fair.
We'd have to send them more petrol money.
Jesus.
All right, let's wrap it up there. So, look, enjoy the weekend of sport. There's probably a lot of people out there who couldn't care less about the AFL.
Yeah, I'm sure
We do have clients in Queensland. Well, they'll all be bearing for
It's been
Brisbane.
hard work talking about it today.
Hey?
It's been hard work talking about it.
But your one-liners, I love them.
My one line.
All the work you put into it.
Yeah, righto.
Anyway, go Steinem. Let's go. Let's go Steinem.
Up the pies.
Let's go. Until next week, Darren Dance with Peter Morgani. Have a great weekend. The weather is tremendous.